Hi, Jen Gilbert. And if you follow me at all, either on my videos, my blogs, my websites, I continue to stress to you my feelings on the importance of becoming your own financial advisor, or at the very least, taking it upon yourself to become educated enough to know what's going on within our economy, both here at home and worldwide. Now, as you may know, my personal wake-up call was in the year of 2008. Besides it being the crash of 2008, which I'll get into in a minute, I was still in medical sales. I was working longer hours, traveling more than I had ever traveled before, only to see my commissions checks continue to dwindle. And that was because the insurance companies were dictating more and more what products were going to be approved for use and what were not. And if you're a doctor, you probably have felt that frustration from time to time. Then, of course, comes the crash of 2008. And like so many other people, I lost over half of my retirement, half of Samantha's college tuition, and after a couple of really dismal checks or statements from my financial advisor, I decided to give him a call and formulate a strategy to stop the bleeding. I will tell you, that was the conversation that literally saved my financial future. I was asking some tough questions of our financial advisor, who happened to be our advisor for well over 3 decades, not coming up with any answers, of course, that I was comfortable with. And it was at that point I said, you know what? I need to start to do my own diligence. Something, quite frankly, I should have done way before 2008. Like so many people, maybe even you, I literally told my advisor, you know what? My expertise is in the medical sales arena. Your expertise is in managing my money. It's funny how you have flashbacks of conversations from the past, and I remember literally saying those exact same words. And for years, you know what? We had a wonderfully happy relationship. I gave him my money, he invested it. I knew he was making hefty commissions to include kickbacks on specific investments that he was making for you, but I was happy having my head in the sand because I didn't need to become really educated. I was making decent returns, and all I needed to do was send him a monthly check. Not bad, right? Well, when my return started to go down the tube and my advisor still was getting hefty commissions and kickbacks, all the while not being able to offer me reasonable alternative solutions to my portfolio, life started not to become so happy for me and my advisor. And that was the time the light bulb finally went off. And I decided, you know what? I do need to become financially educated, and I do need to take control and at least over some responsibility of my financial future. My suggestion for you is, if you haven't done so already, is to start to become educated where the economy is, where we're going, both short term and long term. If you're going to invest in Main Street media, that is your decision. But make sure that at least you have aligned yourself with some alternative solutions and education as well. It's kind of like getting a second and third opinion. Come visit with me either at any one of my blogs. All of my information is below and at the end of this video. I typically do find things that you're not going to see, that you're not going to read about, and that you're not going to hear on television and from mainstream media. And finally, feel free to sign up for my free report. Even if you're not a medical professional, it is education and information that literally anybody can use. Now, I did start this video telling you a little bit about my frustrations that I was having with the insurance companies when I was in medical sales and they were dictating on how much I was going to make. Well, since I was in the firing mode, so to speak, with my financial advisor, I also eventually decided, you know what? I didn't need insurance companies telling me and the physicians that I was calling on what they would approve and not approve. So I left the medical industry. And now I simply help people get the education that they do need to survive whatever the market and the economy has in store for us, both today and well into the future. Thanks for visiting with me. Come by often, and I look forward to seeing you. And make it a terrific day.